Hey guys, Paul Lynn here talking to you about some trading and investing. A question that I've been getting a lot of is, what brokerage firm do I use? What app do I use? So on and so forth. And there's no reason in the world I wouldn't share that with you. I've been answering people on a one-on-one basis, of course, but I just wanted to go ahead and make a video and explain to you what apps I use, what brokerage firm I use, and what I use them for, because it's good. What I'm doing works. It's making me a ton of money, and there's no one right answer. I've met and talked to a bunch of different traders, some that were making more money than me, some that were making less money than me. And on both ends of the spectrum, I've found people using the same apps and different firms. So there is honestly no universal right answer here. So by telling you what it is that I'm using, I am not telling you that you need to go out and use the same brokerage firm I use, because the fact is you don't. And I'm not going to tell you you need to use the same analysis platform I use, or even use one at all, because the fact is you probably don't need to. I've seen people making money with what I use. I've seen people making money with far less than what I use. I've seen people using completely different stuff and still making money. Okay, so please understand, this is not telling you to go out and use what I use. This is me simply answering the question and sharing with you what I use and why. So, starting with my brokerage firm, I do my trading on Etoro. E-T-O-R-O is the name of it. And they've of course got their website, etoro.com. They've got their app on Android and Apple marketplaces. Be aware that there are two different apps by Etoro, at least at the time of this recording. One of them is to manage your account, and it's their trading platform. The other one is the Etoro wallet, which is basically just a crypto wallet. You can't really do much in there. I don't have it. I don't use it. I don't keep a phone full of crypto coins for any reason. It's just not my thing, right? Nothing wrong with crypto. It's just not my bag, okay? So Etoro, that's the platform that I use. And why do I use it? Well, what I like about Etoro is that they charge you nothing to open your account. They have different requirements for confirming your ID and all this stuff depending on what country you're from. Because my nationality is the US, setting up my account was quick and painless, and it was a few clicks and my account was fully enabled and ready to go. But my wife and a few other people, since we live in Bolivia, we know a lot of people in Bolivia. And the people that I've talked to from here, it's sometimes taking them, weeks to get their account approved by Etoro, because I don't know what their requirements are for Bolivia, or they just assume it's kind of a scammy little country, and they treat everybody with excess scrutiny. I really don't know what the mentality and mindset is at Etoro. I simply know that it was quick and painless for me to set up my account, and all the people from Bolivia I know have been struggling to get their accounts approved by Etoro. So whatever the case, whatever country you're in or from, again, don't ask me, oh, why are they asking me for this and what are their requirements for me? I assure you, I am not an Etoro employee or account specialist or advocate or representative or anything. I just use their stuff, okay? That does not make me an expert in your country and their policies. Sorry, don't ask me. But I use Etoro. It's a free setup. That's nice. When I put money into the account, it's free. It doesn't cost me anything. When I take my money out of the account, it's free. It doesn't cost me anything. And here's the beauty of it. If you want to get on Etoro and trade crypto, and I know a lot of people do, they do charge you 1% when you buy and 1% when you sell. Now, I really don't know what other firms charge for buying and selling crypto, but losing 2%, 1% in and 1% out, man, I am not a fan of that at all. So I don't mess with crypto. I'm not trying to give up entire percents. You know, that's bananas. I trade stocks, and stock trading on Etoro is free. No commission whatsoever, no fees whatsoever. So stop and think about this. For my style of trading, Etoro is free to set up, free to fund, free to buy stock, free to sell stock, and free to get my money out. What am I paying Etoro? Nothing, right? My entire experience on Etoro is free. How cool is that? So I'm using their platform, I'm using their app, I've got my money in their account, so, you know, obviously they're getting some benefit out of my money, you know, being there, but I am not paying Etoro. I'm just using all of this stuff for free and making a ton of money. That's why I use Etoro. So, you know, I'm not saying you might not have a better option out there, and for different styles of trading, oh, I assure you there are definitely better brokerage firms than Etoro. If you want to trade on margins, and if you want to short sell, and you want to do all this fun stuff, if you want to day trade, which we'll talk about in another video, Etoro is a horrible platform for you for all of those things. Etoro is, from what I can gather, they really just want to be an investing platform. They don't want to be an aggressive trading platform. They want people to go in there, dump their money into certain, you know, instruments, stocks, crypto, whatever, and then they want, you know, people to just sit back and wait for it to mature. I'm a trader, so Etoro really does not cater to my style of trading, to be honest. I've talked to their customer support people, and when you look at their rules on pattern day trading and things like that, yeah, it's pretty obvious they're not friendly toward traders. That being the case, I don't care. Their platform's good enough and it's free, so I trade on their platform and I'm doing great. So that's the brokerage firm that I use. Are there trade-offs? Yes. Is it perfect? No. Do I recommend it for everybody? No. If you just want to trade stocks and not day trade stocks, is Etoro a good option? Yes, it is. Okay, so enough said about Etoro for now. Next is an analysis platform. Okay, when I talk about analysis, I'm really talking about just, you know, looking at charts, graphs, seeing what news has been released about a company. There's much more in-depth statistical analysis tools and prediction algorithms and all this cool stuff that people use when they're trading. Personally, I don't use most of that. And there are a lot of people that have gotten into that and used all of the technical analysis tools. And then when they stepped away from it and tried trading more naturally the way that I do, they found that they were kind of making the same amount of money anyway. So they didn't have as much reassurance doing the trading the way I do, but they were still making the same amount of money. But regardless, if you want to get into heavy technical analysis when you're trading, then a trading platform, an analysis platform is probably a really good idea for you. I use one just because the app that I use is a little bit better than the Etoro app. The Etoro app does have analysis built into it. You can see charts and graphs and different time frames and things like that. It's there, but it's not nearly good as TradingView. So if you go to tradingview.com or you search in the App Store and you look for TradingView, it's a black and white icon as of right now. It might change over time, but TradingView is free and it's really excellent for doing analysis. They also have subscriptions that give you more features and deeper analysis and things like that. I personally do not pay for TradingView. I do not subscribe. I thought about it, but looking at what they offer, based on my style of trading, it's not things that would put more money in my pocket if I was paying for them and getting those features. So I don't pay and I don't get those features. They just don't suit my style of trading. But as you evolve as a trader and you find a path that's more appropriate for you, you might very well want to subscribe. But regardless, most of the people that I know that are trading use TradingView. Subscribed or not, most people who are actively trading do use TradingView. So whereas I don't necessarily recommend eToro for everybody, I absolutely do recommend TradingView for everybody. And if I'm not mistaken, eToro even relies on TradingView's technology for the analysis tools that they offer within their app. But the thing is, their app is fairly poorly coded. It doesn't refresh consistently. When you navigate away from it and come back to it, it stops refreshing. So as far as the app goes, eToro is not super reliable at this point of time. TradingView, on the other hand, navigate away, come back 100 times, and that thing is still updating and refreshing very aggressively and showing you real-time, good, clean data. I need that when I'm trading, and I think everybody does. So those are the only two apps that I really use for trading. I use eToro for executing my trades, buying and selling, and I use TradingView for my analysis and screening and watching the stocks actually trade in real time. Are there other useful apps out there? Yes, absolutely. There are news apps and all kinds of good stuff. There are other trading platforms, other brokerage firms have their apps. There's a lot of great stuff out there. And most of it, almost all of it, is useful and good enough to make money on. So again, this is not the only solution in the world. This is simply what I use and what works for me and what I like. And I'm using it and making a lot of money. So by all means, experiment with these, check them out. If they work for you, great. If they don't work for you, find something that does, because there are many, many options out there. That's it. That's what I've got for you today, eToro and TradingView. Other than that, definitely think about subscribing if you like what I'm doing, because I got more money-making stuff coming. I'm all about helping other people succeed. I succeed, I want you to succeed. So subscribe, get more of this good content. Other than that, hey, thank you so much for watching. I genuinely do appreciate it. You take care, and I will see you next time. Cheers.